Yes, sir.
On table number 25, Daryl Montgomery and J.C. Torres. Table 25, that's over here against the wall in the back. Daryl Montgomery and J.C. Torres, 25.
All righty. Here we go.
This is a race to 5. If the 9 ball goes anywhere else besides the bottom 2 corner pockets, it's good.
Welcome to Southern Streaming here live at Big Time Billiards in Spring, Texas. This is a amateur side matchup. Race to 5. Justin Pruitt versus Patrick Neal.
Table number 27, Bill Fuller, Ryan Rosblock, 27. Bill Fuller, Ryan Rosblock, 27.
Joseph wins the first game. What's up? Alrighty, now we should have no more stops. We should keep this rolling. I will stop the stream in between matches so I could. That way, people can go back and find it if they want to watch it on YouTube. Because if I don't stop it, then they can't really find our matches. So keep checking in every hour. If this is your first time watching on YouTube, please like my channel. If this is not. Also, if you're watching it through Facebook, please share through Facebook. Excuse me.
John came through and got us a food, so we were able to have a tournament. If your first time you hadn't crawfished on us.
Nice shot. What's up, Michelle?
So Joseph Pruitt is up by 1 over Patrick Neal.
How's it going?
It's going. Let me tell you what. It's been something else. I lost 45 pounds recently.
Looking good?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I did it in 2 months. So yeah,
High five.
I started actually taking the stuff that my job sells, So- and it worked. So it's actually vitamin drinks. There's nothing in it but vitamins.
Cool.
It's pretty cool. So.
Two nothing, Joseph.
I had to bank out Hill just a minute ago, too.
Oh, wow.
I had to bank out like the last 3, I think.
Played. Who did you play?
Sophia?
Sophia Watson.
Yep.
Sophia Lopez.
Yeah. But I
It's
gave away
Kawana Watson.
I gave away quite a few games I shouldn't have, like running down to the 9 and just, bobbling it in the titty, and stuff like that. And
Austin's playing right now.
what's the score?
Is Austin playing right now?
He's supposed to be. Um, let's see. I thought you had him on the stream.
No.
Let's see. He's, yep, diagonal from us all the way up against the window. And he's lost 13 pounds.
You shoot the 7 into that 9, or would you shoot the 7 in the corner?
I would definitely combo it. Looks simple enough. But then again, I'm not on it. Depends on how close that is to that rail, I guess.
I'd play it safe and just make it.
Oh, he's going to combo it. Yep.
Yep. 3 netting.
That's how you make a tournament go fast. You know, she changed the rules this time, and she made it winner break. You know, which I don't particularly like that format because, you know, when you have exceptional players, and they always do in here, you know, I mean, you've got Laz and his brother, and you've got, you know, and you always have pros show up. I mean, Shane Van Boeing was in here last week, you know, and all of them, you know, and they can run a 9-pack like nobody's business, you know. So if it's win or break, it could come down to literally the flip of the coin who won the break, right? So,
Yeah.
and I think that, you know, when you got that many talented people and you got somebody sitting on the sidelines because they didn't win, you know, a quarter flip, I think that's pretty sad. So I appreciate the alternating break. It kind of levels the playing field. And
I seen Nestor run 6-pack in one of the tour events.
yeah, so it's nothing for, I mean, these guys to do that. They're so talented. Texas has just got the players. I mean, you know, but I mean, Texas has an advantage. You know, that old saying is, you know, everything's bigger in Texas is so true everywhere you look. But any pool hall you walk into, you know, they're going to have 9-foots. And if they're not all 9-foots, their bar boxes 9 times out of 10 are going to be 8-footers. Now, maybe that's not the way it is here, you know, but if you ever notice in most places here in Texas, their bar, what they consider a bar box is 8 foot. Now, you go to any other state, and it's not like that. Their bar boxes are going to be the standard 7 foot. So the players here are just used to playing on those bigger tables, and when they get on these little ones, it's like child's play to them, which is all the more reason to have the alternating break because it's like kiddie pool. What do you think?
Yep, I agree.
By the way, you know, I think I can work with your fiance if you're interested in doing that because she took to my instruction earlier pretty well, you know.
Yeah, she played Yvonne next, Yvonne Ramirez, and Yvonne's a good player, and she lost 3-5, you know, and that's for her to win 3 games against that caliber player. That's a feather in her cap right there.
Right. The only reason why she lost to me 7-1 is simply because of she has got too much distance in her bridge hand. So the amount of room she's got between the shaft and, you know, where the cue ball meets the tip of the cue, and the distance between that versus where her hand is, it's the space there is so large. It's just so long of a space, and what I taught her is to take a $1 bill and put it at the back of the cue ball, straighten out, and have your hand end, you know, at where the $1 bill ends, so that you're about 6 inches away. Now, of course, whenever you're doing, you know, longer shots or, you know, specialty shots or something like that, you may have to get closer to it, may have to get longer to it or whatnot or whatever. But in general shooting, you know, you really want to keep it in about that dollar bill's distance because the more space you have on the shaft between your hand and the cue ball, the more unbalanced and the more margin for error, or the more room for error, excuse me, that you have, you know. So I think she'll find a lot more success at bringing her game up by a few balls just by closing up some of that space.
Gary Gunter, table 20.
I'll let her know because she told me about it and she says it made sense what you were telling her.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Whenever, I mean, a lot of people take lessons and stuff like that, but you need that. I don't know that almost like a chemistry between teacher student to where they click. Like I remember when I first started college, I had this. I was studying forensics, and my professor had two PhDs, right? And I couldn't understand a word he was saying because he was talking to us like we had a PhD. He wasn't talking to us like freshmen. He didn't, it's like he couldn't connect that we weren't there yet. And I spent most of my time, I had a tape recorder that when sound was made, it automatically started recording. And I would have to go home and just basically translate everything he said, looking it up in the dictionary, and it was the way he was speaking was a lot of stuff that we hadn't learned yet, and we were not going to learn yet because we were freshmen. And so that's an example of, a poor teaching, habit. Like, you don't teach somebody that's a level 2 in shooting pool how to do things and expect them to do things if they were a level 7 because you're a level 7. You got to, start where they're at, show them how to make it, the easiest way with their capability. And then as they improve, okay, well, now here's an easier way to make this shot. Here's another easier way, as they, get it, because they can't get all the way around the table yet. And so you got to, go with what they can do. So there needs to be that understanding between, teacher and student. It's not always, all, easy. Like, I love Hillbilly, and he's a good coach to me and everything like that. But when he gets on the math, he turns a pool table into a protractor, and I'm like, he's not even speaking English anymore. I don't get it. So I'm like, you have to explain this to me like I'm a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm mathematically retarded. So, but anyway, my whole point with all that jibber jabber going on is that, she did click with me. She did understand it. She understood it very easily, the way that, so it might be a good match, And what area do you live in again?
Angleton,
And where's that near?
Freeport, Lake Jackson.
Talk to me in important cities, like Dallas, San Antonio,
Well, it's by
Houston,
Houston.
Austin.
It's a Houston. It's south of here, about an hour off of 288.
So, like, closer to Austin?
No,
Further away than Austin?
uh, I wouldn't know. I don't know.
You don't know? I'll have to look it up. And yeah, since you're so far away, maybe instead of doing something every week, we can do something and come down like once a month, And I can give her enough lessons to be like, this is what I want you to work on week 1, this is week 2, this is week 3, this is week 4, But don't move forward until you have that week down, Do you have a pool table at home?
No, we had one, but it's an apartment now, so we got it down. What's up, Backyard Billiards? How's it going?
So Joseph is slaying it right now.
Yeah.
He
he's up
ate his
4 now.
Wheaties today. Oh, that was such an almost jump.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay, wait a minute. Is this slightly delayed?
Yes.
Okay, I was about to say because he's not doing the same. It's not too long delayed, though.
Now, most live stream, every stream is going to be probably like a few seconds delay
Okay.
because, I don't know, I guess the FCC regulation, like even a football game, basketball games and all that, they got a delay on it.
Well, I
This
think.
is live,
Yeah.
but YouTube right now is not live.
Is delayed. Okay. So if they're watching it on Facebook, they're getting it on time.
No, Facebook is still a delay too. Facebook is even a longer delay than YouTube.
Okay, then what? Who's getting this on
This is the
time?
Wirecast. This is the program itself.
Okay, all right, I got you. So just a quick announcement in case any of y'all don't know. Um,
Sonny Bossiver, Justin Richard. Table 5, Sonny Bossiver, Justin
I'm gonna
Oh, that
pause
was
for a
a tough
second while
break.
Kim calls these matches. Me and Mike here are going into business together, and I've already gotten the equipment, and I will be doing the women's streaming because it is pretty difficult for him to try. Well, I mean, he just can't keep up with all of it, right? So you'll be able to catch some of that, and I know ladies often feel left out. They're not going to be left out anymore. And I'll probably be able to stream 4 matches at a time because I bought 2 cameras that'll do 2 tables simultaneously. So, but I, so I've already got the cameras and stuff. I'm waiting for like a similar setup and maybe come to your house to get some training. And so you are going to get special discounts if you are already advertising with Mike on Southern Streaming. Then you are going to get the hookup on the Ladies Network. All right, darling, I got to take a short break. I think they're getting ready to call me up. I'm still on the winter side, thank God. Are you okay? All right. It's nice talking to y'all. I'll talk back with you in a little bit.
Ron Roboleski. Table 21, David 20. Ron Roboleski, 21.
How's it going in South Carolina? How's the weather?
Chris Rocha, you're up on 13. Second call. Chris Rocha, table 13. Table number 25, Steve Lenz. I'm sorry, table number 25. I need David Twitty and Ron Roboleski. 25, David Twitty, Ron Roboleski. That table is available.
Hey, Will. Hey, Will. Will. Hey, how nice was that hotel we stayed in, San Antonio? No, how nice was it?
We'll be right back with your next matchup.